Back to Witchcrafting, long time no see. This is Windora3 here, your hostess here today. I just thought I would go through a little bit of a breakdown of what I use for my altar setup. It needs a little more tidying up, but I thought, well, this gives me a perfect time to work with you and show you. So today we're going to talk about how to use crates for an altar. And crates are pretty awesome. They're pretty inexpensive to use. I got mine and they were a lighter color from Walmart. I think they were maybe $4 a piece. And I smoothed them down, I stained them, and made them this darker color because I was originally going to use them for house decor, but I got called to bring them here. So I sealed them up so they're water resistant. Because sometimes we do have a little bit of wine spillage or water spillage, from doing ritual and stuff up here. And like I said, it was going to be home decor, so I was trying to keep it from getting damaged in case someone spilled drinks. But I do use liquids in my craft, so it's really a good thing that it is protected. So right here we're looking at one part of my altar. And it has 2 crates with the openings facing down, so I can have a wider working space up top. Because I work up here, I don't only just do meditations here, but I do my spreads up here, and I do rituals up here. I need that space to work, so I wanted something a little wider to work with. And so I have 2 sitting like this. Now, if you wanted to, and you didn't have either the space or the finances to have a larger altar, you could just buy a crate as this. It's just a single crate, and have it with the opening facing here, so you can have more storage room. If you and still have enough room to really work, it depends how much stuff you want to use on your altar. But you could do that and only have one, so you only spend if you don't end up wanting to change the color and stuff of it, or you don't want to use the actual expensive paint, you could get that cheaper paint that I have around now. I can't reach any of them. That's like 99 cents. Yeah, under $10 you can have a nice little altar table. You could carve in your own runes and stuff. You can wipe it down with an oil like I have with these. You can put your own symbols in here, and you can just really make it your own and put a lot of magical purpose in it for really cheap instead of buying these huge ones and small ones sometimes that are really expensive if you're on a budget. So here is mine. I have 4. As I said, I have 2 sitting here with the opening down, so I just have more writing working room. I do have stuff underneath them, but I can't really get to them. It's not easy accessible to get to them because, it is under the altar, but I normally stick stuff under there like extra tapestries, extra pieces and bobs that just weren't called to be on the altar at the time. And then I have the corner one here that's sitting straight up with the opening more towards the wall, just because I kind of focus on this when I meditate. And I like the view of just different levels. As you can see, these ones are flatter, this one's taller, and this one's just more a different level. Or you could have just 2 and set them up like that. You have so many different possibilities. If you wanted to, you could stack them all up and have a really tall altar up the wall and just have the 4 elements in each of them. The possibilities are really endless if you just run with it, because you can really make these crates your own. You can really make the altar different in different shapes. And if you get bored with it and you like to change things up like I do, and don't exactly get bored with it, but if you like to change things, you can really evolve with the altar and make it a different way. And like I said, you can use the crates for separate altars if you want to do one for each element or each goddess or each Sabbath or whatever you'd want to use it for. You could buy 4 crates for that purpose instead of making it one big one like I have. But I wanted to share that with you because, you see these do-it-yourselfers on Pinterest everywhere. And I think the crates is just perfect to be used for an altar because, like I said, the possibilities are endless. You can really make it wider, not as wide, up high, different levels if you want to sit at it, if you want it higher. It's just possibilities, as I said for the 1,000th time, are endless. You can paint them any colors you want. You can leave them alone. You can carve them, invoke them, and make them be, the symbol, the structure of... The way I look at it, reason I keep bringing up being able to carve stuff in them is that's like your foundation of the altar is these crates, and you can really make them very sturdy and very much magical as much as the actual display on top of the altar. And that's always been very important to me when I've had my altars. After I really got into the craft for a while, I made my own, I painted them, I put my intentions in them, I put mojo rulings and stuff on them. And I've always made it very, it's always been very important to me to make not only this sacred and me and, you know, a part of the craft, you know, the top half. It's always been important to me to have the actual altar table to be included in the magical feng shui of the altar. And I feel like the crates are honestly the perfect way to do so because, like I said, they're so easy to make your own by polishing, staining, sanding, carving, painting, by buying however many you can or want to or have room for, and, you know, shaping them up however way that works best for you. Like right now I have this just as a whole corner over here of nothing but magicalness. And that's what I have room for. If I didn't have room for that, I could have one crate, I could have two, I could stand them all upright, like I said, and make them into one tall corner altar and just work that way. Every witch's preference on how to work at an altar is different, so I think that is why I love these crates so much, is it can really work with any witch, any style, and any preference that someone would have. So I hope you found that interesting and it helped you and helped inspire you. Like I said, I found mine at Walmart. I think I've seen them at Hobby Lobby. You can Google them. They're not as cheap as you would like them to be, at least in my experience. I really expected them to be a little cheaper, but it was a good investment. So, yeah, peace, love, and light, guys. I'll see you at the next one. Welcome back, Witchcrafted. Bye, guys.